two of the tanks. Good thing you're a little bit greasy. You're hiding behind Hooker's form, naked and shivering, and still feeling really sick. Midwick's like spreading his goo around to make it look like it's like he didn't walk towards it. Give me a a D6 to see which room the enemy might open first.
Can I roll it?
Yeah, Adam, you could roll it.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Get him, number 3.
Okay. You can hear a distant sort of like whoosh sound. Maybe some like pots and pans being turned over. Like it's hard to tell exactly what's going on. But there's definitely something just on the other side of the doors. Something that is not friendly.
Is there anything nearby we can use as a weapon, or?
Okay, so now Midwick hides. Give me next round. Midwick, give me your hide because you were spending some time.
I rolled it. I rolled it before.
Okay, what was your stealth?
46. Do I get a bonus because if I did that?
No, it just it'll be hard.
You is higher. That's what.
Oh, okay.
It'll be harder for the creature to notice where your tracks were if it's actually tracking.
Yeah. So Midwick is so the door is where, Marty? It's like here. Oops.
Azildan's stealth was what? 44.
44.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the door is in the center of the curved part of the room.
Is there any equipment to hide behind other than these tubes?
Well, there's panels beside the tubes. For Midwick, there's a little locker over on the corner that you might actually be able to hide inside of.
Yeah, what the hell?
Okay, so Midwick goes over. He throws open this sort of locker. You could see a bunch of like white coats and like a little bag, like a black doctor's bag.
Any weapons?
Anything and a pair of boots. Well, if you're hiding, you're jumping inside the.
Yeah, all right. When I close the thing, I'll close the thing, and then I'll start looking for rummaging for.
Okay, and then so you covered your tracks and then hopped inside the little closet. Azildan had stealth and is now scanning around the room for a weapon. There is a similar closet. I'll draw some boxes. Where are these?
Start holding up a stethoscope like it's some esoteric weapon.
And then there's a main console, if you will. You see a lot of pipes and tubing and stuff behind here, but they seem to be connected to the walls, to the ground, and the actual structures that are storing the bodies of your companions. No discernible weaponry lying around. There could be something in the box. In like the standing closet that's sort of built into the wall.
Azildan's gonna put a coat on just for.
Okay, so you're gonna stealth over to the
closet,
to the locker. Yep.
Yeah.
And then Midwick is in the locker. What are you doing, Midwick?
Go.
I'm looking for a some kind of anything I can use as a weapon.
Okay. So you've got.
And are these medium-sized or small-sized coats?
There are 2 medium-sized doctor's outfits and 1 small.
It's for bring your daughter to work day or whatever.
What's my disguise like?
The boots are actually things that you're like. They're less boots and more things that you just sort of pull over your feet. They kind of stretch like they could be pulled over boots. Okay. And then the bag has a clasp on it.
Yeah, I can disable
and just feels like it's 2 eras behind in technology. Like it's like a snake.
Midwick?
It's like a snake skin. No, compared to all the stuff that's around you.
Okay.
It's like a snake skin bag with the like kind of a manual clasp.
And then there's
it.
back to tanks and freaking
does
keyboards
Midwick
and
look at
holograms and shit on the walls.
Recognize any of the stuff here, like his master might have worked on?
No, this is insane wizard stuff.
Yeah, because my master was working with electronics and lasers and weird stuff like that.
Maybe the
laser
sound of
guns.
the thing outside might have been a laser. It sounded gun-like.
Oh fuck that. Okay, so I'm doing the clasp and
Give
looking
me
for
give me a
weapon.
give me a d6. Ignore 3, I guess. Adam.
All right. Ha! Get him, robot. 6.
Okay. While Midwick is looting inside the place, or like looking through stuff and thinking about things, you actually hear the door open.
Editor's here.
And there's something that actually walks into the room and walks up to Locrick's tank. You're peeking. Are you peeking out of the locker?
Yeah,
Is the
yeah.
locker...
Take a look.
Okay.
Did I find anything or?
Well, yeah. You looked through the clothing and you looked at the boots, and then I described the bag, and then the next
Oh
round.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Sure.
Okay. There is a red insectoid-like creature. It's vaguely humanoid. It has walked into the room. It has this weird blade in its hands that it's holding with 2 hands, but the blade also... He's holding the blade like the top part of the blade and the business end are a sword, but the underside seems to be some sort of gun.
Oh, I don't have the AC for any of this. This is Predator.
Azildan will protect his friend.
He looks at Locrick and it just seems to not be interested in it. He does go over to the other tank and takes a glance at Lemmy. Let me see if I can roll this creature's perception check.
He detects you with his pheromone sensing antenna.
He smells the
You've been lying in
fear.
a bag of its goo.
He smells the fear. Let's see. This red creature has that strange blade. It doesn't seem to be carrying much more. It's got like a belt with some stuff at the belt, but
It's a weird insect humanoid.
yep.
Cool.
Well, its token is on the map.
I was just I'm just making sure there's 2 arm appendages, not more than 2.
Yeah, there's 2 arm appendages. It's got spindly legs. It's got like a harness, like a utility harness on it with several packs full of things, and it's carrying this really strange, like sword gun in both of its hands, and it's looking at the tanks and glancing around. It does seem like it's really on edge. Like it looks like it's ready to shoot something, but it looks in the tanks and it looks up at Lemmy's tank. It actually goes ding ding with the end of its blade and chitters a little bit. And then it stops at your tank and then notices the color of the panel and then lifts up its foot. Like there's some like it's
Goo.
stepping in some of the goo.
And Azildan strikes!
Oh,
All right, so what's
in the other room?
Yeah, Zildan's in the other room. Are you on the
No.
Dude, it's in my room, not your
I
room.
can't see the map. Can you force me to the map?
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, see, you're in 2 different rooms.
Yeah, alright.
Okay, so Azildan is searching for a weapon. There is some gowns in this one. Instead of a doctor's bag, Azildan, you actually find a container. It's like a little plastic container with a red cross on it.
Alright, he opens the container.
Okay, you open the container and there's like bandages and really fine equipment. It's essentially we'll call it a Masterwork Healer's Kit
Alright.
with 10 charges. And the Healer's Kit also has 3 potions in it.
Okay, well we'll take that.
Okay.
It's a video game sound. Goes in your inventory. His naked inventory.
All right, the insectoid creature. Let's see how good it is at tracking. My God, does it not have any skills? Where is its skills? There we go. Survival plus.
We are not the
15?
clones you're looking for. These are not the droids that's it. You're not the droids you're looking for.
It's noticing the general mess of like goo in this area. And then it hunkers down. Like, it spends a moment in Midwick while it's like looking around. What are you doing while it's obviously noticing the goo has left the tank?
For fuck's sakes. I'm trying to get a weapon out of this bag.
Okay,
or something out of this bag.
So you open up the bag and you're looking around?
Yes.
Okay.
Stealthily.
The first
Not
thing,
like, tink, tink.
the first thing that you pull out,
Be right back.
is it's handheld. It's got a piece of glass in the middle of it with some buttons and this weird antenna thing coming out of the top of it. When actually you pick it up, the little antenna goes and kind of clicks into place, and the creature is now looking around.
Okay, let's look for something else.
Okay, and then
what is it? What kind of? It got a little antenna on top of it when I picked it up.
Yep.
It's a portable TV from 1996. That's what it is.
It's very flat. It's kind of cell phone in size. A little antenna that pops out, and the little screen is now like turning blue.
Oh, I close it. I put it in the bag.
All right, so you stow that back in the bag. I guess dropping something is a free action, but
There's noise associated with them.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Can I try to do this stealthily?
Like
you know, wrap a thing around.
yeah,
it or something?
you can get a stealth check. I think there will be a -4 because there's a thing that's actually making noise.
Yeah,
versus
I'll
this thing's
take whatever I
perception check.
can. Oh, come on!
Tie goes to the
32.
The spotter. Okay. Roll initiative.
For fuck's sakes. Alright. This is my con now?
No, this
Or
is
my
regular.
dex?
This is Dex. Con was basically to see how you guys, if you guys can
In
capture
what
the
order
order.
people shook
Yeah.
off the poison.
Yep. And you guys are no longer nauseated. You're just sickened.
17's my total.
All right, I will open up. If you can just copy paste the order, that would be great.
Yeah. Where's the combat sheet? Where the hell did it go? It's like...
Yeah, I gotta open it up as well.
Okay. Boop. Boop, boop.
The CR of this thing is deceptively low. It should be higher.
Well, yeah, it's like the CR of a guy just out of boot camp isn't very high either.
Right.
It's the fact that he's got guns and grenades. It's the problem.
Okay, I'm gonna erase High Priest of
it is.
Yinagu and the Skull Traps and the Knoll Mobs. That was last game. Yinagu is dead. He shall never be added to an initiative sheet ever again in any of my campaigns.
Okay. Midwick plus.
What do you want to call this
4.
guy? This thing is a red insectoid warrior.
Oh, the base is not 16. I wish it really was. The base of this is 6.
All right, who is the next person that is coming to?
Uker had a 20. Or 21 and Donovan had a... Or Uker had a 21 and Donovan had a 19.
Lemmy had an 8. It's probably the last guy out of there.
Okay, so
here.
it's Uker. All right.
Well, Uker's loud when he wakes up in the morning, grumbly tummy.
Isn't it bust out of there?
We're going to do at least one strength check to see how tough this tank is.
All right. The red insectoid creature has a +3 in its initiative. And I will roll in the chat. Rolls a 2. Shit. Uker, what is your initiative? You can roll initiative in this, and I guess a Zildan can roll as well.
Natural 1!
All right. First in the next round.
Oh, Altigar
Was next with a 23. Thanks for paying attention randomly.
Like a boss.
No kidding.
So Altagar would be the guy to roll.
Oh, that's gonna change things.
That'll change things.
Oh god.
Hey, buddy.
Right. So Altagar will get
What
his
are
roll.
you doing over here?
Instead of, I'll keep your roll, Uker, but if you roll a d20 for Altagar, we'll marks a chair.
I'll roll in for Altagar. Altagar rolls a 1. Hey, oppa.
All right. So Midwick and Zildan. Did we roll for Zildan? Go ahead and roll for Zildan.
I'll roll for Lemmy.
I'll
Wait,
roll for
I'll actually know
Zildan.
Lemmy later.
5. It's not a 1.
5. All right. I'm also going to roll for, let's call it multi-armed alien creature.
There we go. Nothing. No day isn't complete without multi-armed alien creature.
6, and it rolls a 16.
Damn it!
That's hilarious.
Okay, the multi-armed alien creature. You actually hear a crash from another room, like things falling off trays and little metal things hitting the ground, maybe glass breaking. It's hard to tell. Midwick and Azildan. Then it's Midwick's turn.
Okay, do I notice Altagar waking up?
No. Well, you notice actually some lights flashing near Altagar's tank. Give me an int check.
Okay. Ah, Marty! Okay, here we go. The alchemist is dumb.
Yeah, you don't know. Wait, you don't know what that means, or you didn't notice the flashing lights when you were coming out of consciousness.
Yeah,
you just there's lots of flashing lights. You're worried about the creature right in front of you.
My perception when I came out was garbage.
So
yeah.
Midwick, you're in a closet. You've got some white uniforms that are kind of in your face. You're reaching around in this bag, and there are these things that expand, and it could be put around your feet. There are other implements in the bag. It's just the first one you pulled out was this noisy.
Where's the door?
The door is just facing out.
No. The door of the place.
Oh yeah, here.
Okay. I can make it to the door. Grab the bag.
You have a closed door in front of you.
Oh crap!
So here's the door.
Can I just burst? Like, does it have to be like a move and then move, or does this like a burst out? Ah.
Yeah, the door is thin enough that you could just burst through. I will call moving out of this space difficult terrain.
Moving out of that space or move difficult terrain. Okay. Can I have either the bag or an item with me?
So when you tried to shut up the thing, you could have dropped it back into the bag. You could pull out. You could pull up the entire bag and take it as a move action, and then move away. Or you can leave the old timey doctor's bag behind. Old timey. It's like an advanced doctor bag to you, but just relative to the beacon lights.
It's like an 1800s doctor bag.
Marty,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna move out.
Yep.
I'm gonna move out.
Okay, the thing is aiming its gun at you and is going to start shooting. Like, the thing is hostile. You notice that its weird tentacles and mandibles react in a hostile way. It does not like you.
Okay, so
There's no talking to it.
10, right, for the first 5.
Yep.
1, 2. That's 15. Sorry.
Okay, when you approach the door opens gracefully on its own accord.
So this is 5, 10.
Revealing a large
20.
Sterile area full of consoles and, like, there's a big strange, I don't know what I call it, like a tube bed at the center.
Oh, but the porcelain construct lady things.
Yeah, there are some destroyed, what look like advanced constructs, is basically what you would call them just at first tertiary glance. The center of the room is definitely around this, how should we call it, a very elaborate looking covered coffin. It's all white and blues, and there are some consoles, and you do notice that there are other doors that are leading to perhaps other chambers. Some of them I'll just do the edges of the door because map tool doesn't draw straight lines on diagonal as well.
So, is there anything to hide behind here?
Yeah, and let me finish drawing consoles and beds.
You're running around the Enterprise. There's not a lot of things to hide.
What do you
around
want
the
me
Enterprise.
to do? I'm a naked gunslinger in a starship. Looks like, anyways.
You're supposed to cover yourself in mud and make yourself a giant trap with a log, and then start yelling, "Kill me! Come on!
Come on!
Do it!
Oh,
Come on, kill me!"
Get to the chopper. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I've moved 20 feet.
And then there are some shelving units that are kind of built into the walls. I'll draw a few of them. And then the doors that maybe exit this place are much larger. And they're dominating the far end of the room, but they look much more elaborate. But you go, yeah, you basically don't have, it doesn't hinder your movement at all to leave this place. You do see like blast marks, and they're kind of exposing wires and very intricate openings. They didn't look like they were carrying weapons. In fact, they looked like they were carrying trays.
Anything here that I can, like those trays, anything on those trays or on the walls that can be used as a weapon?
You can go and look. This place looks like a pristine, sterile, white tiled, very, very beyond masterwork room, and there are lights in the ceiling that are slowly pulsing red, though. Like there's some sort of urgency. That is you see the back of a console. The lights are pointing away from you, but it does look like several other consoles in the room. It looks like illusions are depicted on flat panels along the consoles.
Can I go and hide in one of those?
So you picked up the bag or not?
No, I did not.
So continue your movement.
Okay, so 10, this is 20, 25. Is that okay? 25?
Mm-hmm.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, hide?
Yeah, you can hide behind there. So you go running into the room and you dive behind one of the consoles. You're trying to hide behind it.
Yes. Do you want me to throw a hide?
Stealth check, please. Yes.
All right. And if you are wondering, my movement is 50 feet.
Cool.
30.
Because of Mythic?
Yeah. I'm a short little guy who's a gunslinger running away from the law. I will get faster movement. Thank you. I think it's 33 stealth. There we go. Boop. Come on. Roll higher than a 10. 41.
41 is still pretty good. All right. As you were running away, this thing is blasting at you. But it's Azildan's turn.
Pew, pew, pew.
Zildan hears the unfamiliar small footsteps.
You're muted, Mark. Mark, you hear blasting sounds and maybe something crashing.
Okay.
In the next room. What are you doing?
He's gonna. The door, is it a traditional?
It has no handles on it. It just looks like a doorway. Like it's got double doors and there are no handles on it. There are some like soft lights on it.
He starts pushing, slapping things on the wall.
so you walk towards the door. You're trying to push something. The door just goes and opens up.
Oh no. My magic still works.
Give me a perception check.
All right.
To see if you see Midwick hiding underneath the console. The DC is 41.
Oh, perception
41.
For Midwick to see.
41 plus distance is 47.
45.
Okay.
Midwick see the door open? Like he goes.
Were you
like there's another
stealthily
one.
opening up the door and moving, or were you just at this point just trying to get outside?
he had no idea the door was going to
Okay.
open. So
yeah, you see a naked Azildan there holding on to a white case under his arm. He's looking out at what's going on, and then there
he's got
are
a coat on. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You put a coat on. Okay. But you notice that these doors are like slowly closing, Azildan. But they're what looks like 2 blasts from a whitish. How would I describe this? A whitish searing light goes blasting into the room. It hits the back of this console, and the console explodes. You give me a spellcraft check to see if you understand what elemental type.
Go like free action, like hide, stupid, hide.
Yeah, there's a score mark at the end of this console, and you notice that the console's flickering now, and there's some sparks coming off of it, showering Midwick for no damage.
He doesn't see me, but can I like get his attention? Go like, hide.
You can on your turn.
He can't see you, then he
Spellcraft,
then no.
12.
Okay, it is some sort of spell like damage.
He's got a magic staff that shoots things out of the end.
Right. Oh, actually, you just saw the blast coming from the room as the door was slowly closing.
A spell came out.
I recognize what that is, right, Ryder?
We'll go and check what this porcelain construct is.
Yeah, there's a vaguely human, a female face on this porcelain construct. It doesn't look like it has a mouth. It looks like there's
a human or elf face, or is it like
very
insectoid?
it is very sort of soothing and calm. It looks like it was blasted apart by perhaps the same energy thing that attacked you, or that attacked the console. And it looked like it was carrying like a tray full of like medical implements.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it had any weapons, although maybe one of those things might be a weapon.
Okay. Are there any knives?
There are kind of like things that look like various. They look like handles with buttons on them, like a Sonicare toothbrush without the toothbrush end.
Well, that just looks dirty.
And then some broken bottles and things. There is movement coming from here, like there's crashing and moving around, and then you're pretty sure that there's angry chittering coming from behind this door.
Azildan's decided to head back in here.
So you spent a movement pushing around on buttons, and then you came out. So I think you're standing.
I'm finished there. All right.
Yep.
Hide. You hear hide.
you hear Midwick exposing his location. You actually now see him. He's like he pops out of his hide.
Question: do I expose my location to everyone, or just?
No, I will say we're going to subtract your stealth by 4 because you're waving your hand around and making noise. Azildan now sees that you're not alone. Altagar.
You're impressed by Midwick.
You're coming to, Altagar. You're feeling kind of sick, and for some reason you're feeling a little bit small. Your horns are still there. Your other mutations are not. You have this strange cord that is digging into your belly button in a rather harsh way, and there's something around your face when you went to go talk, like you're chewing on this garden hose that's shoved down your throat. Plus a mask that seems to be covering your mouth and nose. There is a figure that you sort of see through the smudgy sludge that is covering you. It is warm. It was very pleasant until you realize that you've got things sticking into you. And you notice this creature basically he's got his back to you and it's like blasting the wall at something with some weird magic gun.
Okay. He is going to. Does it look like there's a door in front of me, or?
Altagar, no. You're in a tube full of liquid, some flashing lights and condensation on the outside of the.
To the tube he can reach.
Yeah. So Altagar is looking near the top. It does look like there's a top, and there are some. It's a place where some of the tubes are coming from.
Okay. Well, that looks like a way out. So he'll try and pull himself up.
Okay, so as a move action, you're pulling yourself up to the top. Yeah, there's enough like give on all the tubes that you are now hanging on to the top. There's actually a bit of a like some stuff you can hang on to.
Okay.
And you definitely see where the metal or the plastic or whatever this stuff is ends from the clear stuff. This thing hasn't quite noticed you moving around yet.
Okay, yeah, he's
So move action to the top of the tank.
he'll try and pull himself out. He'll yank the thing out of his throat. That's his.
Okay,
Probably
so
gag the
strength
crap
check.
out of him. Alright. Plus 8. 19.
Okay, you yank the thing out of your throat. Are you breathing in the
No. He's
liquid?
holding his breath. No,
Okay.
he's holding his breath.
Yeah, the liquid's all over you, and you finally let go of the thing, which just sort of hangs in the liquid itself. There's some movement in the tank. The red insectoid creature turns around and sees you moving, hops back, and starts firing at the tank.
You may not.
Let's see how many times you can fire. 3 times. Yeah, he's just plugging away at the tank. You notice that the tank walls is taking damage, and the force-like energy coming out of his gun is hurting the tank.
Okay.
He hits it 3 times. Point blank shot would be 3d10
This is shooting the broadside of a barn.
plus 6. Yep.
How much damage does his little pop gun do?
Does 47 damage with three strikes.
3 10 to the 9.
The tank is open. This angry liquid is dumping out everywhere, and then there are some very like red lights that suggest that there's an error that are flashing around you. You still have this thing attached to your belly button. You pulled at the thing around your mouth. The rapid greasy stuff that is going all over the floor now, we'll just say, is equivalent to a grease effect.
Okay.
Kind of all around your tank. Oh, here, I'll draw that not on the background layer. I'll draw it on the token layer. As it's spilling out all around your tank, Aldegar is just holding on to the top of the tank. When this thing fires, everyone outside heard the 3 fire, and Midwick, you just picture that he's murdering your friends inside.
I thought he was just gonna go after me, but
Yeah. Apparently, he's turned his strange weapon against your friends and is coup de grace them. Lokrik, Donovan, and Lemmy are not awake this round. The multi-armed alien creature, yeah, something's flopping around on the ground, struggling against its bonds. Midwick.
okay, Midway's
So that you do
going-
hear noise to this northern room, like there's something moving around and kind of like crashing through stuff.
Midwick's going to. Is there anything here to pick? Is there anything to pick up?
The porcelain construct creature was carrying. This one was carrying a bandolier of what looked like little handles. You're not too sure what's at the business end of all the handles. There are 3 handles.
Would they look like wands?
They kind of look like wands, like porcelain shiny wands with a button.
Help me kill this thing, Hazzy. And Midwick's gonna go
I'm not the one
in
who's hiding.
5. Let's go downstairs here. 5. 10, 15, 20.
Okay, the door opens. Revealing the creature blasting away at Altakar's tank, and Altakar's hanging in
25.
there.
I get in here 20. I'm up here, so 25. I'm going to. Oh, my arm's not here. My arm lets me attack it. But I guess I'm just gonna
punch him?
Grapple? Can I grapple him?
You can attempt to grapple the creature. Yes.
Attempt to
Do you have improved grapple?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. What the hell do I have to hit this thing with?
You're jumping on its back, like, leave my friend alone.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Can I
Gonna
fight defensively and do an aid?
It's gonna take an AOO against you.
Can I not grapple it, fight defensively, and do an aid?
An aid. You can aid other to attack it, assuming
Yes.
Altagar is gonna be able to attack it.
Yeah. Get him, Altagar!
Okay.
Try
Give
to
me an
fight
AC. Give me a. It still gets an AOO.
Okay. Why? I'm not grappling it. I'm just.
Yeah,
trying to do
you
an
are aiding a grapple, and you don't have the feats. So it's like you're making a grapple AC
Okay.
10, a DC 10.
But there's no grapple.
But I'm not
on.
grappling. I'm aiding to attack.
Oh, you're aiding to attack with your unarmed. You're unarmed.
Oh.
You don't have improved unarmed strike.
Got it.
Right?
Yes. Okay.
So you're trying to punch him and annoy him, but he will take his AOO.
Okay. So hold on. I gotta calculate this right.
With his
our
ranged weapon.
size-
Yeah, his ranged weapon also acts like a sword. It's like a
got a
sword with a
sword.
gun.
The bayonet, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
Okay.
it's like a great sword with like a gun kind of like melded into it.
Okay.
It's just
do you-
really
Someone's
strange.
been watching Kroll.
All right, so it slashes at you with its strange sword gun. Hits AC 19.
20 bitches.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know why as he moved there. I need a mouse for this computer. It's ridiculous.
Fuck. I need a bard song here.
All right, so you actually aid the attack.
I didn't roll anything.
Okay, yeah, AC
I
10.
have to roll.
Get it, Altagar, get it. Altagar, you're feeling really sick.
I rolled it twice. Should have critical. I should have hit him.
All right, so Altagar, now that he pulled the weird tube out of his mouth, is nauseated for a round.
You hear me just say, "Get him, Altagar, get him."
You feel really discombobulated, Altagar. The tooth is missing. Your horns are still there, but your other mutations are not. Does Altagar have any other distinguishing characteristics?
Hunchback as of the last mutation.
Yeah, the other mutations aside from the
gone.
horns are gone. Yep.
Okay. Then no, that's it.
Okay.
So
So Altagar, yeah, well, no, it's not Altagar's turn. I'm just putting the nauseated condition on you. It's actually a Zildan's turn next.
all right. As he's coming.
Wait, does Altagar get to act in this round?
It's not his turn yet.
Oh crap. Okay.
Okay, Zildan comes in. You can see this thing swiping at Midwick.
And Azildan takes a swing at him.
Using
His fist.
unarmed strike monk.
Using the power of monk.
Yeah. It's actually something you never see. It's like a flying kick, and Midwick's probably, you can do that?
And he comes like running around the corner and kind of half naked in his doctor's gown, flying kicks the insectoid thing.
AC 32.
Okay, the insectoid thing. Yeah, it's got an AC of 25 right now. Whack!
Nice. Okay.
It's much higher than mine.
It's an AC.
Yes. So I'm guessing the 2d6 plus 3 is probably not going to put him down. For 6 damage.
No, it now notices you. No DR though. No DR.
No DR. Okay.
It looks like it's training its gun towards you. Altagar, you're feeling kind of sick. You've got to move. And now that you remove the feeding tube, you still have the thing that it's attached to your belly button. You've got a single move.
Okay, he moves to here.
Okay, that's as far as you can move without detaching the thing attached to your belly button.
All right.
And I think you have to make an acrobatics check because you've entered a grease area.
What's the DC?
15.
He makes it automatically.
You gotta roll, baby.
I'm a monk.
Oh, that one trick for you also applies to saves?
It's not a save. It's an acrobatics check.
Right. It's an acrobatics when you move into the grease after it was cast. Correct. Okay, so yeah, Altagar just sort of slides through the grease, and there's this thing tugging on his tugging on his belly button.
Oh.
You are not threatening it because you're nauseated. You don't have standards yet. So,
Okay.
Uker, you're starting to wake up.
Am I hungry? Am I sleepy? Am I sore? Am I angry?
The thing down your throat, sore. There's something when you move is uncomfortable with the belly button. It's kind of stabbing into your belly button a little bit. Uker, as you're waking up, you realize there is no wolf. It's just gone.
This alignment changed.
Am I dead?
This would be the weirdest afterlife. It was
Scholars were so wrong.
it was warm and comfy. You do remember a horrible battle against Yinagu, and you kind of think, did we win?
I'm pretty certain we beat his ass. Where's my hammer? My hammer.
The hammer is nowhere within, like, you don't feel its comforting weight of either of your hammers on you. In fact, you do not feel the call of chaos from Gezar's hammer, and you don't feel the overwhelming goodness from the bow that you just recently picked up. You're still chaotic neutral, but the wolf is gone.
Hey, that whole going to bed every night wondering if you're going to have a nightmare and then eat the entire village. Hey, that might not be there.
Yep. What's weird about Uker, and I guess it would be a thing about Midwick and Altagar, is that none of you have beards anymore.
The source of my power is gone.
Well, I guess.
In fact, everyone looks like they've been shaven bald.
Donovan looks the same. Shit hasn't grown back yet.
So Uker, you wake up this round and you just kind of get your bearings. The insectoid warrior, oh my goodness, is going to 5-foot step back from all of you and blast at the guy who hurt him. He rapid shots. What's your touch AC, Zilbin?
It is
Pretty good.
26.
Oh, wow. I actually rolled the wrong dice, but it was attacking the tank, so who cares? Let's see. So this would be plus 14. Point blank shot would be 2 at this. AC nat 20 and AC 17.
That 20 is pretty good.
We'll roll to confirm the crit. Nat 20 to
20.
confirm.
We don't have death crits, which is good.
That's still a critical hit. Could end badly.
I wonder what the... So, it's a gun.
Wait, hold on.
of.
What is the
That'd be
reach of
times 4
Altagar?
crit.
Question: What is the reach of Altagar? And
He's not
Can't-
He's not
can't
threatening.
make any roll.
He's nauseated. He's currently shitting out his ass right now.
Right.
So yes.
I'm opening
We
the crit
wouldn't want
table.
to put pants on him even if we could.
All right, this vindictive creature. I'll roll the crit table. 68 on the crit chart.
Oh, is that like a ×5 or some nonsense
No,
like that?
it's a D52, which starts to get crazier. 13. This would be considered magic.
Turned green.
What a weird thing. Okay, just normal damage. But it's a lingering effect, which means you take half again this damage next round.
So it burns.
Yep. +3 from point blank shot. 6 damage.
Well, we have tanks here. We could stick you back in that seem to heal you. So,
So you've got a reoccurring effect, and then the AC 17 missed, and then its last attack for the round is at a plus.
it was a reduced damage crit, or was it like a?
It was normal damage. It was a reduced damage crit.
That's a. I'd be salty if I was him.
AC 12 on the last one. So he blasts the wall a couple of times in panic. The creature does look like it's really hostile and didn't quite expect you.
Did the creature have goo and a fucked up belly button?
No, I don't even think this thing has a belly button. But it was hunched. It was hunched over like it was here to hunt things. But it blasted Azildan to 6 damage. Azildan, the damage is force, and it basically screwed up one of the bones in your leg, and you'll take 3 damage next round. That was underwhelming.
Yes, it was.
Okay. Lokrik is not waking up. Donovan's not waking up. Lemmy's not waking up. Next round, the multi-armed alien creature has undone its straps. Midwick, what are you doing?
So it 5-foot step back. All right.
Are we still in like Demon Lord rules or suggestions, things that we could do, or are we just letting the naked man in the room covered in Vaseline fight?
Since you've got no character voices in that room, we'll just let them fight.
Get them, guys!
Good job.
Midwick's in survival mode. Where's my fucking beard? Go give me my beard!
All right, Midwick. So Midwick, you're trying to aid Altagar. Is that what you're doing?
I'm trying to. I don't know what I'm doing here, guys. I ain't got nothing on this thing. Fuck, there's nothing anywhere like a stick or a crowbar or anything on these spaceships.
The thing has a
section.
The thing has a blade in its hands.
You said it has things on itself.
Yeah, it's got like a utility belt, and it does have what looks like a knife handle at its belt.
What would it be to grab the knife off its belt?
It would be a steal maneuver.
Okay. What's a steal maneuver going to cost me?
It's going to get an AOO against you, and then there might be a penalty to the steal maneuver based on how much damage it does. If somebody could look that up,
can I do this defensively?
You could attack defensively, yes.
Okay.
Do you have combat expertise?
Let me check. This is not how I play. This is not how I play Midwick. No, that would be a no. Sir.
He's just a sack of hit points and desperate maneuvers at this point.
Yeah, boss. So
okay,
yeah.
It will take its AOO. It's going to slash you with the blade. I think it takes the minuses for rapid shotting last round on its melee attack. -2. Yeah, -2.
Cut you, make you bleed.
AC 31 against Midwick.
Yeah, usually I would laugh that off, but not today.
Okay, it slices into you with its strange blade, 2-handed for 11 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what Midwick's AC is, but Uker's is 13. The mighty 13.
Defensive, I'm 20. So.
Okay, so you're at a -4 to your CMB check. Make sure you add in the fact that you're small.
How much damage did he take?
11.
Then he's at a -11 to his CMB check.
Okay.
With an additional -4.
So.
So -15.
15. Yeah. As basically you tried to grab at his belt and he turns around and slashes you with the sword.
So what you're saying is this is not a thing that I should be doing.
Well, roll 20. You rolled it last time. Do it again.
All right, so I have a +15 to start off with.
Well, you have a +0 now.
+0. 1d20. Bam!
Okay, so you grab this knife handle. For a moment, you're like, "Oh, there's no knife coming out of it. It's just this elaborate handle." Do you push as a free action the button on the knife?
Yes, I pushed the goddamn button.
There's this energy blade that appears coming out of the knife.
Lightsaber.
Yeah, it's more like kind of in the shape of a dagger.
This place sucks. I throw the blade down. No, I don't.
It is a blade suitable for a medium creature. It is like a dagger for a medium creature. And are there rules for vibro or like?
So
energy,
question now.
knife?
We have to use a word that's not the like the Star Wars version of.
A plasma blade.
So I could only do
Is there a
3
plasma
attacks with this thing, right? 2 weapon
Technological
fighting.
weapons.
No.
Let's take a look. There is a stun baton and a laser torch. Are the
I'll take the laser torch.
technological heavy weaponry? Atom gun, nuclear resonator, an X laser.
What is a laser torch?
A laser torch is a handheld tool to cut stuff at great speed. The damage is not modified by strength, but it does touch attacks that are 1d10 fire damage. Do not use strength on it, and it bypasses all DR and hardness up to 20.
So this thing's item is considered a masterwork dagger. Considered a +1 dagger that does damage as per one size category larger.
Cool.
Okay.
Like it's actually doing physical damage. So you can wield it as a two-handed weapon, and instead of doing D4, it does D6.
There was also a chainsaw.
Okay.
The null blade is the other one.
Okay, dokie. So, well, hold on. I moved in and I grabbed, so that I'm done.
Yeah, the null blade's worth like 60,000 copies.
point.
I'm just trying to figure out what the hell. I'm just looking at what's on this list.
Yep, I'm fine with what I.
No, it's cool.
Describe.
I'm just geeking out on this stuff over here.
We'll say that because it's physical, the actual physical blade appears like part of the magic makes it appear, and it's like vibrating ever so slightly to make it cut better. He's totally annoyed that you grabbed his coup de grace weapon,
his super shiv.
Yep. So that was
that
was Midwick's turn.
Yep.
Azildan.
All right, Azildan is going to step in. Oh, he knows Altagar will be fine. He'll 5 foot. He'll 5 foot there.
Okay.
And he'll full round the creature.
Okay, while it's annoyed at Midwick, Azildan comes in. It's a good thing that Aosh taught you how to fight with your hands before he told you how to fight with your bow.
Yeah. 22 and 16.
AC 25.
That is less encouraging.
It has some sort of forced barrier that's protecting it.
And AC 15.
Yep. Wham, wham. This movable force barrier, kind of like a shield spell, kind of protects it as you're trying to flurry it. It glances back towards you and lets out a chittering like noise, like it will get to you in a moment. Altagar, after puking out your guts, you are no longer nauseated this round. You are standing in difficult terrain, however.
And you have a thing connected to your belly button.
Altagar is going to use lunge. And I can still reach you. And he's going to full round the creature.
Okay. So I think you take a -2 to your attack or AC or
It's to
however
the
much.
AC.
Okay.
AC, yeah.
As you're stretching and trying to reach over, you're like, get over here.
I'm gonna stick you in this tube. Step on your head.
Yeah, this tube's all broken.
With Midwick, so that's helpful.
Midwick has a weapon.
And I've got a weapon. I'm not a loser. Completely.
You rolled that 20 and you stole that blade.
Yep. 23. Alright. Plus 25. Do it. 39, 31.
Those are 2 hits. It makes a high-pitched insectoid screech as you're grabbing at it and punching it.
Bad touch. Bad
25 and 21.
25 and 21. 25 hits, 21 misses.
Okay. And 27.
27 is a hit.
So 4 hits. Does it have DR?
It does not have DR. You're going to punish it, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
He's going to stuff it upside down into a tube and drown it in healing goo, just to be ironic.
Plus, okay. All right.
Make sure you account for your smaller size.
Oh, I have, yes. 151 points of damage.
4 hits, you're still doing plus 30?
Yeah.
Can you walk me through what...
Oh, hang on. No, I'm not. I'd take off way more than that. You're right. I only removed the enhancement bonus, not the strength. So, 8 and... Shit.
So you rolled 31 on the dice. That's fine.
Yeah, hang on. Plus 8, 10. Shut up.
Sorry.
20.
I was just...
25, that should be 25.
I was going to say, because the number doesn't seem that off, because Uker would be doing
No.
like plus 27 without rage. You add rage, it'll be more than that.
Yeah, so
'Cause-
plus 25. So remove
sack.
20 from that damage.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Certain characters don't get that depowered when you
You
say,
should
oh,
have
you don't have
sent
your
the
stuff.
Marines!
So 25, what is Altigar's strength right now? Just curious.
It's still 27 right now.
Oh, okay, so that's like plus 8.
Yeah.
Then power attack.
Power attack with your level is 1, 4, 8, 12. Is plus 8?
Yeah. Plus
16.
plus 2 from weapon specialization,
Oh, right, he's a fighter.
and
So,
then he's got
18.
another. Oh, maybe that should be 20. Oh yeah, it's only plus 8. That should be plus 23. There we go.
So he gets another 8 hit points back.
The other 5 is from weapon focus fighter stuff. Like
Yeah, it's his weapon focus fighter thing for brawler.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the new total?
He gets he did from the previous damage I told you, the 151.
Yep.
He would get 28 hit points back.
All right, so
Is he still alive?
23 is 129. The creature, you dropped it to minus
50 or 60.
19,
Oh. Oh, it's much tougher than I thought it was.
which kills it. So Altigar basically grabs it and wrenches its head while sticking his foot into its body and kind of pulls its head too far away from its body, and the whole thing just lands with a clatter to the ground,
Zildjian
including
looks at him. Yeah, I always get into that.
King Altigar. You're looking around and you're horrible sick. Your back is straight at least, but you're small. All your companions look huge. Yeah, you're towering over Zildjian and
Yeah.
Midwick, but you're not like really
Not
big.
towering like I used to.
And then the tooth isn't there. And
The tooth he knocked out.
and the
there?
hunger isn't there either. It's a good question. Does Altigar care?
That he's I mean, he's concerned about it,
Okay.
but it's not a big deal for him. It's for him. The tooth doesn't define who he is. It's just it's just another tool.
All right. You recognize Zildjian. Zildjian's like got no hair on his body, and Midwick is a naked little gnome. It takes you a couple of glances to actually recognize him.
You guys all right? What's going on?
You got no beard.
Well,
Funny.
you got no clothes on. We got no gear.
Yeah, it's
Who
gonna
are
be
we?
rough for you guys. You should have learned to fight.
Midwig's gonna grab the guy's gun.
Okay. The thing is a two-handed weapon
Actually,
for a large creature, or sorry, for a medium-sized creature. So
can I roll knowledge whatever? I've seen lasers before because the Empire